is Ippolito Pestellini Laparelli. I'm a partner at the Office for Metropolitan Architecture, Dutch office, I have been leading the design for several projects for Knoll on behalf of OMA in the past years, including this stand.
So tell me about the design of the stand.
We began to design the stand for Knoll 4 years ago, in 2013. And it's been always a really interesting process in the sense that we received somehow a very open brief, but based on some, let's say, very consolidated ideas about the identity of Knoll. The motto, modern always, is actually what the stand should represent, and a direct relationship to the history of modern design and modern architecture that Knoll had. Knoll has also a very strong connection to very important architects through their history. They somehow extended that kind of legacy by working with us, both on product design and on the architecture of their stand.
It must be a great honor to be working with a company like Knoll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also a burden to a certain extent, because of course you confront yourself with a huge history of designers, architects that came before you, so the bar is somehow extremely high. At the same time, what is really beautiful about the collaboration is that it's really an open dialogue. We never receive a brief that is too specific, and therefore we have the possibility to somehow design something really together. So where the final output is really the outcome of an osmotic process or creative dialogue between the two companies. It's a really rare condition to have a client like this.
Ippolito, thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you.
I started working for Knoll more than 10 years ago. I started to work for them, it was in the end of the 90s, in the beginning of 2000, and I designed one office collection. And anyway, you know, for me, Knoll, and I use the K because Knoll is born in Germany, the original Knoll. And what I have to say, you know, you are in a church of design, of course, but they found the idea of modernity. And now we start again to design something for them again. It's a continuity, because I never think, okay, now it's time to design, or they ask me, Piero, did you have some ideas? But it was a discussion, we talking together, we thought together, and 4 years ago we start to design the piece. And I need, and they need 4 years. We start with some sketches, some draw, we start with prototypes, we put inside technologies, because do something like this, it's in the end a sofa. But can you imagine behind of the sofa, it's 4 years for designing a correctly way the technology. Nylon structure, special nets inside, special foam, suspended structure. We change the shape, dimension, section, and again, and again, and again.
Roughly, how many prototypes?
Roughly for show today, all of this pre-production piece, more or less 20 something. Plus, in a 20 something, the detailing, you know. Each of them, it was in the end one prototype with many different changements. When I'm talking about a prototype, I think it's in a 22, 23 prototypes, there was topics prototype, there was milestone prototype. You know, we achieved one new step, but before each prototype, it was full of changement again. That one, it's an Italian secret.
Hello DDC, I'm Marc Krusin, coming live from the Salone in Milan.
Marc, tell us about your new chair.
We're very happy with it. It's a very complete product. We worked and worked on the aesthetic front for months, many months and many prototypes, until we got it to a point where it was, it was just, that was the chair. We looked at it, we went away, we came back a week later, we looked at it again, we went for lunch, we came back, we looked at it again, and there was nothing that we wanted to change about it. It was all just right as it was. One thing that was pointed out to me though very early on in the project was that side of things wasn't going to be enough. The aesthetic side wasn't going to be enough. And we worked very, very hard with the product development team here in Italy on all aspects of the chair. So the aesthetics, the comfort, but also the functional innovation side. There are 2 or 3 innovations here on this chair that you won't find on many other similar chairs. One is the gap between the seat and the back, which allows you to pick the whole chair up with just one hand, so you can take 2 chairs at once. The other thing is we only have 3 shelves and 2 bases, and they're all interchangeable, and so you can, it's extremely versatile. You can create a very simple chair for everyday situations, or you can create a very important chair with a strong presence for more elegant situations. This chair, particularly from the beginning, wanted to be an important chair for sure, and a chair with a very noble presence. So a lot of presence, a strong presence, but at the same time very discreet, very silent, not shouting for attention, but something that can be quietly appreciated over time, and something that is not, something that remains untouched from passing trends and fads. Of course you can change materials in terms of paint finish or in terms of the fabric, but in terms of the general whole, the general project, the whole project, it's not something that's affected by current day trends. Thanks for the interview, it was great to meet you.
Absolute pleasure.